Hi, Dr. Raisen. This is Steven. I wanted to shoot you a quick video and give you an overview of just how search engine optimization works when it comes to getting organic results. I'll be going over a few different pieces today to kind of give you a high level look at how it all connects and ultimately how what it takes to drive visitors to your site organically without spending any money on ads. So what we see in front of us here is a search for bioidentical hormone doctor in Santa Monica. I found this keyword from doing a little bit of quick research, and I'll show you in a second what tool I use. Right now, what I want to show you here, what we see up top, as you may be familiar with, is the Google ads as they're clearly labeled as such. Up top, you have 4 ads, and then here in the middle is a Google Map Pack. This is something that Google presents to users, and obviously it is incredibly valuable if you can get your business to be displayed in this map pack, especially for the keyword phrases that are relevant to your business. What we see here, we have these 3 different businesses listed here, and right below that are the organic rankings. And interesting enough, these 3 businesses, these 3 doctors, are also listed on the first page of organic results. And before I get too deep into how we can rank, I want to talk a little bit about the market share, the size of the market that you are going after. And to do that, we will go ahead and jump into the very first website here. This here, just to give you reference, is Dr. Howard Lebowitz. I butchered the pronunciation, but this is his website, and looks like I mixed up right there. Excuse me. I'll load up his site here. This is the SEMrush tool that I use to pull up data on SEO rankings and backlinks, citations. I'll be covering that. Let me just go ahead and type in his website, and it will go ahead and pull that up for us here. Here we are. So when I refer to the market share, what I'm referring to is here are all the keywords that he is currently ranking for, and we can actually sort this by volume. And this refers to how many people are searching for the keywords to your left on a monthly basis. Looks like he has a presence in the area as people are just searching for him directly. What I wanted to show you specifically, let's reverse that here. Let's take a look. Bioidentical hormones, Los Angeles. So the different keywords, this volume next to it shows you what is possible, the number of users you can be reaching. This here is more general, Dr. Santa Monica, but if we go ahead and type bioidentical, let's filter that real quick, and it will show you the keywords. It looks like the only keyword he is showing up for is bioidentical hormones Los Angeles. Only about 20 people roughly searches for this keyword phrase on a monthly basis. He's position number 14 for that. For a better comparison, let's go ahead and actually look at this site. This is another competitor in your market, and as you can see here, they're based in Los Angeles. And as you can see here, when you look at the volume, this shows you the potential number of users that can be driven to your site when searching for the keywords on your left here. Hormone doctors, 390 people search for that on a monthly basis. And if you look over to the CPC, that is referring to the cost per click. If you were to pay for the Google AdWords, you'd be looking at nearly $6 per click. And down below, you can see all the other relevant keywords, and the price, the cost per click can vary quite a bit, all the way down to the bottom here, as you can see, to $10 a click. With that said, I want to go ahead and show you, excuse me, I have quite a few tabs here. I want to cover when it comes to your overall organic visibility. Here's an article that kind of highlights just how much exposure you get when you're able to rank and show up on the first page. You typically 10% of users will end up clicking on the ads up top, and the remaining, I'd say, it says right here, organic listings itself receive 90% of actual click volume. So that's something that's important to be mindful of, as 10% click on the ads above. So clearly there is a real definitive value if you are able to get your business to rank in the map pack and or on the first page of the results for varying keywords relevant to the services that you offer. Let's go ahead and I'm going to show you another competitor here. That's not the one I wanted. Apologize. Again, I have quite a few tabs open. Dr. Gail Jackson was the second business on the map pack, and she receives about 119 organic traffic a month, give or take. Again, as you can see here, most of the keywords she's ranking for are branded keywords, meaning people are searching for her name directly. You can see below she's ranked number 1 for keywords connected to her name. However, for other keywords, when you sort by volume, she's actually positioned quite low, in that you generally want to be ranked within the top 8 or 9 to be displayed on the first page of the Google results here. I also wanted to show you some of this data for these competitors, because at the end of the day, what drives their placement in the Google Map Pack is the number of citations that exist for the site. What is a citation? A citation is simply any information. Let me be more specific. A citation is a information about your business, specifically the name, address, and phone number that will be listed on generally a business directory. And that the volume of citations you have is a big signal to Google when it comes to determining if you will rank within the top 3. Because if we click on more places, you can look at other businesses that are shown here as well. And with the citations, I've gone ahead and used a tool that we have to pull up the number of citations found with your business and those 3 that show up in the map pack. Here we have your practice, Brentwood Concierge Medicine. As you can see to your right here, you have 6 citations showing, which is unfortunately nowhere near the number of where it should be. Up these 3 above, Dr. Howard Leibowitz, Gail Jackson, Prudence Hall, you can see it's very clear, 135, 90, and 16, and this happens to be the exact order that we see these 3 businesses shown in the map pack. The upside is we are able to find out exactly where these citations are coming from. So therefore it's not complicated. It's something that we can beat them in. We simply have to be shown in just as many have just as many citations, if not more, to be able to rank higher than them in the map pack to our left here. And that covers the citation. So with SEO in general, I just want to give you a quick overview on that. Let's pull up your site here. We'll take a closer look. It's really important to have a good amount of content on your homepage. What Google looks at is specifically that you have authentic, authoritative content on your site that has value to users on the homepage, and ideally you want at least 1,000 words on the homepage, as this is a signal to Google, and Google definitely wants to help promote you when this happens, as this would show that you're offering users what they're looking for. And with a copy on the homepage, you have a good amount of this. Well, the Q&A, you can highlight benefit services, but you definitely want about 1,000 words, and you're definitely close to that here. And this site itself is mobile optimized. I checked earlier. If we drag it down, you can see that that's important, as most users today are on their phone when they are browsing web pages with that. So we talked a little bit about the content optimization, and I already took a closer look here at the different services that you have, and there's a good amount of content on here. Can probably be refined where it can be a little bit more extensive. We've covered citations, and the last piece is backlinks. And what those are essentially is when other sites link to yours, and this can be a blog. Ultimately, it is a signal telling Google that your page is getting people's attention and that they're wanting to link to you. Generally, it's due to the cause of it is because of your service, or you have good content on your site. The best analogy I can use is you want to look at this as a spider web. The more links you have, this will give you a better rating and authority with Google. And we can take a closer look here through SEMrush, just how many backlinks you currently have connected to your site. You click on that as that refreshes. According to this, you have one backlink. Unfortunately, we need quite a few more to have you displayed on the first page for the keywords that you're after. We can look at your competitor here. I'll go ahead and bear with me for a moment while I refresh the proper pages. Here we are. So he has 44 backlinks set up, and I'm able to also see exactly where the backlinks are coming from. These all, of course, go to his site. New metabolism, about us. So it looks like a couple different guest blogs. So again, this tool, and also business directories as well, forums. This tool allows us to find out where your competitors' backlinks are coming from, and we can also go to those sites and obtain similar backlinks, and more importantly, outdo them in volume and in quality. Let's look at another competitor here, Dr. Gail Jackson, and interestingly enough, they have 2 backlinks only. But if we refer back here, she does have 90 citations, right? So it all plays a part. There's some other moving elements. Let's take a look at our site here for our content. So quite a bit of imagery, television, radio, services. Just a good amount of content similar to yours as well. She may have also used AdWords to drive traffic to your site. To her site. Google looks at multiple signals to determine the ranking. Even the age of the domain can make a difference. And again here, the Hall Center, 33 backlinks. So when it comes to driving your overall SEO rankings, Citations will make an impact in your visibility in the map pack, and backlinks as well as authoritative content on your site will drive your visibility and placement for the organic results below. I did see, however, for these keywords that not for these exact keywords, there was another keyword phrase similar to this that you were ranking on the second page. Perhaps it was just without the doctor. I saw it earlier when I was researching this. Let's go to the second page here. The Hall Center. Nope. Shearer Miller. Nope. Doesn't look like you're showing up organically, unfortunately, with that. And we're able to see that a little more closely when we go to your website. Full report here of the organic keywords that you are ranking for. Dr. Raisen, you ranked number 1 for that. Let's take a look here. Excuse me. These aren't quite as relevant to the services you mention. So this is the name of the game. Identifying the keywords that are relevant to your business and doing what it takes to drive your ranking for these keywords to get to where we can get to a point where you're within the top 10 positions. Fortunately, right now, none of the relevant keywords for your business we have you ranking. It looks like integrative medicine Los Angeles. This here, you are probably on the second page, it looks like, with that. So this is just a quick overview of all the different moving pieces. One other part I want to show you is I also went ahead and we use a tool called Screaming Frog, and what this tool does is it pulls all of the pages connected to your website, and it also gives us very specific information about it, from the name of the URL to the code. The status code simply tells us if the URL, the page, I should say, is working or it's broken. 200 is normal, and that's what you want. The 404 errors means these pages, when you load them, they do not load properly. So it's something that you definitely, most likely, they're pages that are. Let's take a look here. It's a page that you don't need anymore, and this is the error that users will see if they ever come to this page. But more importantly, Google does index the different pages you have, and lastly, it doesn't help the cause when they're indexing pages and they come across a page like this. That is not a positive signal for ranking. Other piece I want to show you is for every page there's a title tag, and this is essentially, you can look at this as the title of a book, and it's very important that this information is relevant to the content on the page is connected to, right? The way that these have been written, the best practice, you want to keep them around 60 characters. Unfortunately, these are all well over 100, and the reason being is when they're over 60 characters, people don't see it. So the title tag is this first line up top, right? That is the title tag. And then here's your actual URL. And then right below that, this is called a meta description. This doesn't really impact rankings, however, it's more about the user experience. This is a quick snippet for users as they're scrolling through to read and get a snippet of what this page is about. So it's really important that this is user-friendly and communicates the value of why they should follow through and click to your page. If we go back here, I would just like to mention that these title tags, integrative medicine, it's pretty general, which is fine, but I think you may want to focus on this very specific services that you want to promote. And whoops, same goes with other title tags. I recommend that they are rewritten so they're much more accurate. Meta descriptions, best practice is around 150 to 160 characters. Again, a lot of these are well over that. If we look at what's written, this is what users see right below the link, and a lot of these are just duplicates. They should be unique and specific. And it's kind of general. Trusted integrative medicine doesn't tell me much about what the page offers. It should read in a more complete, with like more of a hook, I should say. So this is really kind of the SEO of the site itself, and I went ahead and covered citations as well as backlinks. Again, this is just an overview of what it takes to rank organically, and take your time, look over this. Of course, if you have any questions, please email me or give me a call, and I'm sure we'll be speaking soon. Thank you.